Wow, look at that sky.
Okay, I just encountered a nasty fly. It's following me, and I gotta get through this. Alright, hey folks, welcome to Jaydog Outdoors. Today I'm in Petoskey and I'm about to embark on the Northwestern State Trail. It's a 32-mile rail trail that goes all the way up to Mackinaw City. And this is Spring Lake Park. And it starts here in this nice parking area. I've seen a lot of cyclists come and go from this area. It'll be interesting to see how populated the trail itself is along the way. It's formerly named after the trailheads on both ends. It was called the Petoskey to Mackinaw Trail, but now it is the Northwestern State Trail. And the interesting thing about this trail, it connects with another bike trail just over this way that heads down toward Harbor Springs. And then from Mackinaw City, I noticed on the map that it connects with the North Central State Trail. That is a 62-mile long rail trail, so that might be a trek I want to undertake someday. Well, I better get this ride started. This is the Northwestern State Trail from Petoskey to Mackinaw. Starting out next to a fairly heavily trafficked road and a street crossing right away. At Knoll Road. Another street crossing. Good pace going here so far. With some ducklings. One thing to note about the lakes here in Michigan, many of them very clear. This part so far out of Petoskey is well used right now. A lot of people on it for a Wednesday afternoon. Late Wednesday afternoon. Another stop. So far, I mean, most of these roads aren't, you know, the side roads don't seem to be that well traveled. And I just had another bug, and it sounded like the stinging kind, fly into these air vents. I had that happen on the Van Fleet State Trail down in Florida. stung me on the side of the head. Alright, this one I had to stop at. I don't know if they have to yield or not. Nope. Drinking fountain. Looks like there's, you can grab some water right there at that fountain where that gentleman was. It looks like they have a number of viewing areas so far. I probably have passed 4 or 5 of them within a very short amount of time. 2.5 miles. So another crossing here, about 3 or 4 crossings within the first 3 miles. North Conway Road and a truck coming. Okay, so the highway to my right is 31. I believe that's would be M31. And then to the right of that, just over, and you can see it through the trees, that's Crooked Lake. And as I said, most of these lakes, especially near Lake Michigan and in the northern part of the state, are very clear. It's good to see people on bicycles. I know it might sound corny, but it really is. I discovered cycling because I wanted to strengthen my cardiovascular. I was not really into running or jogging and putting that much stress on my body and joints. So I got into cycling. And another old rail car over here, Department of Conservation. I think that was the Department of Fisheries right there, right off of M31. That looks like an interesting area. They had some walkways in there. I think that's still Crooked Lake. Beautiful. I love the lakes up here in Michigan. If you have not been to Michigan, you should take a trip north. Nothing against downstate Detroit area, but northern Michigan and upper Michigan, beautiful areas. Stalking me, apparently. She dropped me off back there in Petoskey. See you in Mackinaw.
See you in Mackinaw. Have fun storming the castle.
Main Street crossing. So these street crossings aren't bad at all right here. I've not had to cross 31 at all. The trail runs parallel so far, but it has not diminished the enjoyment of the trail. So yes, Leigh is going to meet me in Mackinaw City, pick me up. We're going to spend a little time up in the UP. crossing here. I guess first bridge crossing. So good straightaway right here. If you want to open it up. See what mph you can pull out. Okay. Good open straightaway there to crank it out a little bit. First crossing. First crossing where I had to stop, and it's also the first spot where the trail isn't really self-evident. So let me see here where I am. Yeah, so you'll come to the bank at that corner and you'll make a cross and then make a left. I always, when I'm on a bike, I like to always ride with traffic. And if you're on a road like I'm about to get on, it's good to have a mirror, and I usually mount one right here. You might have seen it in some other videos. But yes, it's best to ride with traffic. It's very disconcerting as a motorist to have someone on a bicycle on the road coming at you going the opposite direction in your lane. So it is safer to ride with traffic, wear a mirror, and watch for vehicles coming up behind you. Watch and listen. So this is the shared use they were talking about. And as motorists, look out for cyclists. Not sure where this reconnects, but I'm on, according to TrailLink, my TrailLink map, I am still on the Northwestern State Trail. Just stay on Milton Avenue. Yes, and it's even marked right here with a mile marker maybe. Oh, I think right here. Yes, we're at Chicago Street. So we go down. You know, just obey the rules of the road when you're on roads with cars. And now we're back on it, and we're on gravel though. So it says hard pack, but I would not call this hard pack. It's finer size gravel, or aggregate as they call it, on the site. I'm sinking in a little bit. Let's see though how this compares to the new river trail, which was definitely not hard pack. Gearing down. River Road. So straight, very straight through here. And the gravel seems a little bit better. I'm around 10 miles, 11 miles maybe. At Pellston or Pellston, 4.2 miles. Okay, so big change on this trail. Once I hit gravel, I haven't seen anyone. Now it doesn't feel desolate at all because I have M31 right over here. I'm about 13 miles in. Second bridge, third bridge maybe. Went up into an area here. It's like another small town. Road crossing, and back on some pavement at this point. So this is Pellston. It's fun going through these small towns like this. Okay, this looks like an airfield over here. Gravel's a little mushy right in there. But yeah, this is a small airport on my left. So just passed someone finally. I've been on gravel for about 8 miles, maybe. But I am at 17, almost 18 miles. So I have about 15 to go. Crossing a long stretch of lonely highway here. Okay, I just encountered a nasty fly. It's following me. And I gotta get through this. Okay, that dang fly. I don't know if you could see it or not. So on the bike in Michigan, it might be best not to stop in the middle of the woods anyway. I still feel like something's hitting my back. Is he still following me? small bridge. Otter or something in here. As I was saying, the mosquitoes and flies. Now I was in the middle of the woods there, so maybe I won't have the same problem here, but it is nice to stop and take in the scenery sometimes, as I've done in spots along the way. If you see wildlife or a beautiful spot such as this right here. Wow, look at that sky. We are coming into the Mackinaw area, and up here I just saw a sign for golf course, but also I believe for Wilderness State Park. There are many state parks in Michigan, and we are near Carp Lake, Michigan. Beautiful lake back here. And just a brief look at this. It says the railroad was important to Carp Lake, first for the logging trade and later for tourism. And now, the railroad that was here is the Northwestern State Trail. Okay, that marker said 6.8 miles. I believe that is 6.8 miles to go before the trailhead or end point of the Northwestern State Trail in Mackinaw City. Not far to go now. As I was just thinking that I'm really surprised how few people there are here. I'm about to pass too. We're getting close to the northern end though. I'm at 27 miles thereabouts. Hard pack here. straight section of this trail. Many rail trails are like this. So we are getting close here. We are just about into Mackinaw City. In this area, no traffic noise. Nobody else on the trail. More tree covered in here. Reminds me a little bit of New River Trail. Except I haven't seen any deer. However, I can understand why I saw a bird watching sign at the beginning of the trail. There have been a lot of birds on the trail or flying across the trail, flying parallel to the trail. Those signs are mostly for snowmobiles, but as that just said 1.8 miles on that post. 1.8 miles is about right on, according to my watch. A cyclist. And we are crossing a road here and back on the pavement. And I believe 75 is up ahead. Welcome to Mackinaw City sign. So we enter the beautiful Mackinaw City. Love it. If you have not been here and not seen Mackinaw Bridge, you are missing out. Crossing through here as I roll in to the trailhead in Mackinaw City. I believe that is the end point. So thank you for joining me on this first Michigan ride. From this point, it begins the North Central State Trail, which, as I mentioned at the beginning, is 62 miles. But Leigh is over here, and my sister and her son are waiting for me. as we're gonna head into St. Ignace. But nice, flat, the gravel not bad at all. Little sketchy in some points perhaps, just have to pay attention. But overall, hard pack aggregate. They were correct on trail link. And 2 paved sections, about 7 miles at the beginning and then the couple miles at the end coming into Mackinaw. So thanks for joining me for the Northwestern State Trail, first trail in Michigan. And I'll see you next time on Jaydog Outdoors.